Do you need a durable, fast laptop for your architecture needs? Stay tuned because in this video you're about to see the 5 best laptops for architecture students. After watching this video, you will not have to look anywhere else because I have covered everything about these laptops here, whether it's advantages or disadvantages. So choose your favorite laptop for your little one from this video and click the links provided in the video description to order one. 5. HP OMEN 16. The HP OMEN 16 has a fairly understated design for a gaming laptop. It has a matte black chassis with some branding on the keyboard deck and lid, a slightly off-center touchpad, and a TKL-style keyboard with navigation keys instead of a numpad. Laptop's build quality is good. Although it's mostly plastic, the laptop feels well built and high quality, with a finish that doesn't scratch or easily pick up fingerprints. On a 16-inch screen, the 1080p resolution looks reasonably sharp, fine for gaming but not the best for productivity or media consumption. Our HP OMEN laptop has a 60Hz panel with a slow response time and no VRR support to reduce screen tearing. The HP OMEN 16's webcam video quality is decent. Although the image looks a little underexposed, there's still a good amount of fine details, and the colors look fairly accurate. The HP OMEN laptop has a great keyboard. It feels spacious and has a fairly standard layout that's easy to get used to. The plastic used for the keycaps feels okay, not particularly premium, but not cheap. 4. Apple MacBook Air. The new MacBook Air borrows a lot of its design and shape from the MacBook Pro 14 and 16 that debuted late last year. In all, I'm a fan of this new design. It's modern and refreshing and functionally works very well. Some might miss the wedge shape, but I'm not one of them. The new display is brighter, which makes it easier to use outdoors and just more comfortable to look at all day long. In typical Apple fashion, it scores well on color accuracy and reproduction metrics. Fortunately, the camera inside that notch is the same 1080p unit that's in the larger Pro models, and it's much improved over the crappy 720p camera that was in the older Air and the new 13-inch MacBook Pro. The new Air's keyboard has also been lifted from the 14-inch MacBook Pro. It has a full-height function row and Touch ID and fortunately doesn't have the questionably useful touch bar that's still inexplicably available on the latest 13-inch MacBook Pro M2. 3. Acer Aspire 5. At this price level, you won't get cutting-edge design, and the Aspire 5 has a clamshell design with chunky borders around the screen. It gets the basics right, though, with a sturdy chassis that should be able to cope with a few bumps in a backpack or bag when you're traveling. Although it's not an ultrabook, the Aspire 5 only weighs 1.7 kilograms and measures 18 millimeters thick, making it perfectly portable. It gets the basics right, though, with a sturdy chassis that should be able to cope with a few bumps in a backpack or bag when you're traveling. The 14-inch screen only provides 1920 by 1080 resolution, but it's bright and clear, with good viewing angles. We're also pleased to see that it has a matte finish that helps to reduce glare and reflection. A 720p webcam is a bit basic, but the image quality was better than expected. The image gets grainy when the light is low, but with some decent daylight, the image is sharp enough for video calls. The keyboard feels firm and comfortable for typing, and there's a fingerprint sensor on the trackpad for security. 2. HP ZBook Firefly G8. The basic design hasn't changed since the G7 version that we reviewed earlier this year, measuring 323 mm wide by 21.5 mm deep by 17.9 mm thick, and weighing just 1.4 kilograms. The build quality remains impressive too, with the Firefly's sturdy and recycled aluminum casing meeting the military-grade standard for resistance to heat, shock, and humidity. The G8's display was definitely made for pros. This 15.6-inch screen is all about color fidelity, with 100% DCI-P3 coverage and HP's Dream Color technology to maximize battery life. Although our panel was only a full HD, Pro users need not worry as you can configure the display up to a full 4K resolution with 1000 nits of brightness and 72% NTSC color coverage. Pictures taken with the camera have a resolution of 1280 by 720 pixels at a resolution of 0.9 megapixels. The IR webcam, equipped with a manual security shutter, is placed in the center above the display and is hidden within the bezel. The keyboard is sturdy and comfortable, with a dedicated numeric pad and a row of navigation buttons on the far right, and a fingerprint sensor directly below. 1. Lenovo Legion 5. I like the feel of the Legion 5 despite its all-plastic build. There's a stingray white finish as well as phantom blue, which is a darker shade of blue. The laptop alone weighs about 2.5 kilograms or 5.5 pounds, then 3.5 kilograms or 7.8 pounds total with a large 300-watt power brick and cables, so on the heavier side for a 15-inch laptop. Depending on the angle of light, the Legion text on the plastic lid has a sort of rainbow effect. The plastic interior has some flex, but it wasn't something I noticed during normal use except when I intentionally pushed hard. At the bottom of the panel, there are a couple of air vents at the back and a couple of speakers at the front. Despite its 15.6-inch 1080p 165Hz display's decent color gamut and above-average contrast, FreeSync starts relatively high on this laptop. For privacy, there's a physical switch on the right that physically disconnects the camera above the screen, but no IR for Windows Hello. The Legion 5 is available with either a white backlit keyboard or 4-zone RGB. If you press the Function plus Space shortcut, you can cycle through several different effects. Mylar is used for the precision touchpad, so it is plastic. I like how smooth it is, how it clicks anywhere, and how it works. Alright guys, that's all for now. If you have enjoyed this video, please leave a like and please do leave your feedback in the comments, it will be much appreciated. We do our best to keep you up to date with the best products in the market all the time. So if you want to be updated, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and also make sure to look in the description to find the most up-to-date pricing on all the products mentioned in this video.